Good vibes up in here, man.
There's not like an intro song, intro music.
We have it, but it hasn't been implemented until the price gets back.
Sure,
Money fuck.
I like it.
All right, we're started up, Nasty.
All right, let's get it.
Wait for the boys to roll in here. Let's get it going.
Yeah.
I love that. Just a cold start to the show.
Yeah, we usually just chop it up. We usually just chop it up for the first couple minutes.
Yeah, I like that, dude.
Did you know that? Okay, check this out. So are all the boys going down for March Madness? Are we doing the same thing, going down first week?
Dude, I wanted to. I have my buddy's bachelor party. I'll be in Vegas the 2nd through the 5th or something of May. But I was wanting to see if everybody was going to go for March. I know Gus said that he would be down to go. It's just super.
Yeah, well, check this out. So I just found out that March Madness, the first week, we could do our little Vegas shit, right? And anyone else who wants to go, let's get into it. And then I think Sweet 16 and Elite 8 is happening here in Detroit.
No way.
Yeah, so that's going to be crazy. I'm going to be slated. I'm going to be going everywhere.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm up in the air. I'm up in the air about going still. I would want to go, but it's just so fucking expensive.
Well, dude, could we get rooms? Alonzo.
I know I could get 2 or 3 rooms.
Yeah, I mean, but even I could probably get a room from fucking just down on fucking Fremont.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Well, then what's the problem?
It's not as easy as getting rooms though. Like during March Madness, it's a little bit different.
Well, we just gotta do it
during
now.
the week. You just get it. You just go like Tuesday to Friday and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
It's all on the table. Everything's still on the table. Nothing's off the table yet. But
yeah. Because it wouldn't be a trip if you're not there. I gotta get.
Man, I can't not have. We can't not have our guts.
I do. I do agree in a way. It's still it's on the table. It's up in the air.
Okay. All
right. We'll take that.
Glad to hear that.
It's up on the table. Shout out to everybody that's rolling in. Shout out to Sky Auntie Pants. That's what I'm seeing. How did you get that name? How did you type that name in?
How are you, brother?
Yeah, shout out Kool-Aid. How am I supposed to get the actual work done when you goons are always streaming? Sorry, we try to make it tough.
Jimbo.
Shout out Jimbo. But shout out to you, Kool-Aid. Oh, is Nasty
might be frozen.
Nasty might be frozen. Nasty frozen.
No, we can't have Nasty frozen.
No,
no,
this would be quite the turn of events.
Now, does Nasty show turn into my show? That's the question.
It would turn into an interesting episode. That's for sure. And we'll take over from here. We'll wait for Nasty to come back.
We will wait for Nasty. Yeah, we will. Shout out Ghost Baby. What's up, my man? From YouTube. Shout out to the YouTube watchers out there.
Ooh, shout out to the
We love that.
Scene T Pants.
Scene T Pants.
Wait, Sean T Pants.
Shanti. That's Sean. That's Sean.
Shanti.
Definitely Sean.
Shanti. That's on me. That's on me. Hand up. Didn't read it correctly right away. That's on me. It's a slow start to the day. Arguably, can you imagine the shambles that Nasty's in right now? How mad he probably is at the Wi-Fi
right
network.
now. Yeah, I don't know exactly what is going on. But Deepak says, y'all know I'll be there Wednesday to Sunday.
Yeah, Deepak's been talking about it.
Deepak's been talking about it, going to Vegas. I actually would love to go. Dude, this is going to be sick because me and Deepak, we're both Blue Devils fans. We're both Duke guys. So, and that's why it's going to be so much fun to be in Vegas because our boys are going to be buzzing during March. Boys got to get around in Vegas first and second round. Absolutely, no doubt. Everybody, if you're just jumping in right now, we're waiting on Nasty. This is obviously not my show, and this is not Gutsy's show.
You could argue it's turning into mine.
You could argue that Gutsy being producer picks cash for the week is essentially a part of the show now. We're not going to talk about the Ravens right now. Or did I ask you this?
Oh, let me keep going.
Yeah. Anyway, we're waiting on Nasty. He just kind of went out a little bit with Wi-Fi issues, so we're dealing with that. If you're just not joining in, obviously you have a lot to talk about today. We'll let Nasty do that when he gets here. What did you guys hit last night? And obviously some of the key stuff that happened in the game last night. How do we feel about it? Obviously, Joe Burrow. Does anybody actually know? Because I, as a Bengals guy, you guys know me. I don't even know what's exactly wrong with my quarterback right now. Does anybody have like a actual? I don't know. Like, what actually fucking happened to Joe Burrow last night? Is he going to be all right? Is it a wrist thing? I'm pretty sure it's a wrist.
Joe Burrow's dead.
But I know that. Our season's dead too. So I'm not exactly like overly. I was overwhelmed last night about how mad I was. I got some rest last night. I woke up this morning. I feel a little bit better. But again, just not a good thing. MRI today, sprained wrist. Thank you, Drunk Daddy. I see. This is things that I don't get to know.
Not what you want to hear.
Yeah, this is not what you want to hear. And this was what I thought last night was. And here's Nasty. Get him back up there on the screen. I just wanted to know what was going on because of the fact that wrist sprain, I believe. Yeah, see, it's bad because I figured that during halftime lesson they didn't have enough time to actually check. And
Unbelievable.
But he's back. He's back. Get me off the screen.
$1 million production here. We got $1 million production studio, and we can't stay on live for fucking.
You really do hate to see it. Listen, we run through this problem at this very location all the time. We're a goddamn media company with some of the worst Wi-Fi you could ever imagine.
It's unbelievable.
The Wi-Fi sure was real.
$1 million production, though.
Anyway, you guys want to run it? Let's run it. Is it the same?
Let's fucking run it.
Let's run it, brother. Let's do it.
Are we? Do we got everyone still in and all that?
People are still rolling.
People
are trickling in, but
rolling
people are here. People are here.
We got,
people are ready to get
a
going.
decent amount of people in here right now, Nasty. We got to perform for the people today.
All right, let's get it. Let's get this show. Just so you guys know, I don't know what's happening. I have Comcast coming in. They ran me a whole dedicated line, but it always asks me to jump on this one little weird network every 24 hours, and it keeps fucking going, and it's running into the show. But anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get this fucking party started.
Hell yeah.
I'm Nasty from Nasty Sports, and this is the fucking Sports Dungeon. If you haven't seen it before, this is the fucking shit show. This is the underground sports shit show, and I got some shit show guests on. Guests because we rode the fucking Bengals and we got buried. I should have never ever. Wait a minute, let me say this. I should have never brought on a fucking Bengals fan right off the rip because it sent us the wrong direction. I'm going to blame it all on Lloyd. Gutsy tried to take us away from the fucking play. What do you have to say for yourself, Lloyd?
Well, Nasty, Nasty, what do you want me to say? My quarterback died last night. He died last night. Nasty. Literally the whole team after halftime was so deflated and so depleted because we had no quarterback and no chance to win that game. Now, were we going to win that game anyway, Nasty? Probably not. Okay, let's be honest here. Okay, we probably were not going to win that game anyway because of the way the Ravens were playing last night. But with that being said, I have nothing to say. The Bengals are dead. Joe Burrow's dead. And it's on the next year, Nasty.
Here's the thing.
Exactly what it is.
This is what's sad. Did you see? I saw it and I think Gutsy had saw it. And guys, just so you know, we have Rainmaker. He's here every Wednesday and Friday before I get into my little rant. But he'll be coming on the show in about 10, 15 minutes. We'll listen to his fantasy talk, his data points, and his, how he adjusts the player props. But let me say this. Did you guys see when they Chase, right? You saw Chase's lips when what did he say, Gutsy? What are we even doing, right? He said,
Nasty. I swear. I was talking about this to Gus last night, and I think word for word, bar for bar, he said, without Joe, what the fuck do you want me to do?
Yeah,
I think that's literally what he said. I literally think word for word, that's what he said. We recorded it, slowed it down, and I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he said.
And you know what's sad about that is, here's what's sad. I'm sitting there with my girl. We're eating, and I'm like, listen, Pittsburgh's winning, right? Pittsburgh's winning. All my little player props are moving in the right fucking direction. And I look at her and I said, you know what? I'm going to fucking double down. This is when they had punted a few times. I said, the Bengals are about to take off. And that drive, I doubled down on my bet. So I dropped another $300 money line and $600 $1,200 Bengals plus 7.5 just for some insurance. Got caught with my hand in the cookie. They went up 10-7. Yep. And then right on that throw, that's when he fucking hurt his hand.
Yep.
And my money just went straight to shit.
Yep.
Straight to shit.
Well, Nasty, can I point out a positive?
Sure.
We cashed another play that me and you were on in Pitt -3.
What's that?
Pitt -3.
Oh, Pitt -3 was beautiful. That actually was the play of the fucking day because I said
that was,
yeah, and we all agreed on it, right? We said, listen,
we
all agreed. There was a certain someone by the name of Cooper Lycan who was very, very loud about BC winning that game last night.
Yep,
Oh, yeah, we caught him. Listen, I hope Cooper, and if you guys don't know who Cooper is, we're going to have him on the show soon. He's the inventor of So Bet. We're going to put him on the dog wall. I haven't told him that yet, but since it's Friday, I'm going to put him on the dog wall because he's been fucking grinding in the streets for this company. But I'll tell you what, he took the fucking hook and bait from fucking Vegas, and I couldn't believe it. I thought he was sharper than that.
Yeah. Well, Coop's not that sharp of a guy. I mean, come on. Let's be honest.
He's not sharp?
Has Cooper ever been sharp? No. I mean, come on.
I mean, he's had some sweet calls. I mean, he's
he
has.
I actually have to give it to Coop. He has had some dope ass calls.
But you guys live with him, and he's around him all the time. So I don't know if he's just slinging fucking bets all over the place over there. So,
hey, let me tell you something about Mr. Lycan. Mr. Lycan can sling the rock. I'm just gonna say that he slings the rock.
He slings it.
All right. Well, the man's not here today to defend himself, so we're going to pull him on the show one day, and we're going to see. I'm always on his show, so I want to get him on this show, and we're going to hold him accountable for that. I wanted to know why he thought Boston College was going to, with the better record and already bowl eligible, was going to go into Pittsburgh, who had 3 times tougher fucking schedule, and just win that game. I don't know what he saw. I don't know what the fuck he's thinking, but that's his youth. I'm going to blame it on his youth. And I'm going to take him by my pocket, and I'm going to teach him a few tricks of the trade here.
That's right.
But anyway, Gutsy, thank you for the Flames pick. I sent it out to the team. If anyone who's following me, I gave out the Flames ticket. That's because if you weren't watching the show, Gutsy said he really loves this spot. Oh, yeah. I looked over the line, and I said, hey, I think I like it too. I don't know exactly what he saw, but when I looked through it, it was a bad spot for who were they playing? The Canucks, right?
Oh, yeah, the most fraudulent team in the NHL.
Yeah, and they were on a bad, I think, 3-game road trip, and then they had some other games they had. So it was a very bad spot for them. Flames cash, that was a good money. Yeah. What else we got going on? What else is in the news?
Let me tell you right now, just real quick. Well, there's a lot of things in the news. One thing I would love to real quick run by you, and I just want to point out, I did just have a bet start. If anyone wants to live bet it, you still can. It's the Maple Leafs Red Wings game. The game just started. It's over in Sweden, so it's a 1:00 start. But I did take Maple Leafs in regulation in this game. But random question real quick, and I would love for you to ask Rainmaker this too when he comes on. Thoughts on RG3 wanting to come back to the league?
Oh, yeah. No, I have that as one of my little pictures I pull up.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I have that for you, but we could talk about it.
We'll put it on the back burners.
Yeah, we'll put that on the back burner, but I will talk about it for 5 seconds. I think it's ridiculous. I mean, he wasn't that sweet in the first place. Yeah. What the fuck does he want to come back for?
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why he wants to come back. He even said that he would come back and be a backup. Yeah. If he wanted to be. It's like, did you want to play that bad? You're just now starting to actually get in the groove at ESPN, I feel like.
Yeah. Mark Andrews, 4 receptions, had 2, then gets hurt. Brutal. How many lost because of that? Yeah. Very glad that I didn't take any Mark Andrews props last night like I definitely wanted to.
Wait, hold on. I don't know. Guts, why did they not refund those tickets, though?
They shouldn't have. Well, they shouldn't have. I mean,
well, no. I know that you think that because you always say that.
Yes.
But, like, even when Nick Chubb got hurt, your bet got refunded. So why was last night's bets not refunded on sports books if you took Mark Andrews or Joe Burrow, anything?
I'm sure some book did it, but I mean, especially Joe Burrows. That happened fucking late. That was a late injury. That was almost halfway through the game.
It really what? I mean, it was like 6 or 7 minutes up in the second quarter.
Yeah, it was almost halfway through the game. He probably wasn't going to get that many more touches. So
now here's the thing. Can I point out something? Yeah, I think the players union, which I'm going to develop, I'm going to be the union for the players, and we need to sit down with the sports books and say this. If let's say we did, I'm going to give you an example. Let's say we took a Andrews anytime touchdown, right?
Yeah.
And let's say everyone's on that, and everyone in the comments, let me know what you think about this. And I think this is a great take. Let's all agree that, let's say Andrews gets a touchdown in the first quarter, everyone's happy and he cashes, but then he gets hurt in the third quarter. I think that should waive. I think it should waive good for the player and bad for the player. Like, if somebody gets hurt, let's all agree that it just gets squashed.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. I actually really agree with that.
The only thing I disagree with is I think if the player plays like the thing I've always said is if the player plays like 65% of the game, then no matter what happens from there on out, the bet goes one way or the other if he gets hurt. But I think that if the player gets hurt like in under the first half of the game at minimum, most of the time, like if I wish that was just, but I get why it's not because it's gambling at the end of the day.
Yeah, it is. No, for sure, and I get that.
I just think. Too. And let me tell you guys this. I'm a lot older than you guys, and when we bring Rainmaker in on this fucking show, he's my age, right? He's a little bit older, but he's basically my age, and he'll contest to this. I truly believe that back in the day, you didn't see players every fucking primetime game. It seems like the player that would probably either be teased or parlayed or same game parlayed, somebody's always getting hurt. It could be now you have concussion protocol. You have he needs to come off the field, go to the tent. You have so many excuses now for players to come off the field that Vegas is just eating this shit up. And I just say Vegas, like FanDuel, whoever, but they're eating this shit up because that's free money to them. I mean, one player comes off, he doesn't get his yards, that's free money.
Yep,
100%.
Absolutely.
I mean, I seen it more and more.
Yeah, it's just kind of a bad situation, man. They need to really figure out something to do with it because there's just a lot of tickets. Like even all those tickets last night, I just don't feel like they should have counted, man. Especially Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews got hurt in the fucking first quarter, bro.
I mean, what are you gonna do? And then like Joe Burrow. I mean, thank God I had a same game parlay with him just to have one touchdown, and then I added 2 more legs. All that, all my other bets I think hit last night. Everything I gave out except anything connected with the Bengals plus points or money line. That's the only thing I fucking got smoked on.
The only thing I will say though is a Joe Burrow unders would have been a very sharp play yesterday with the video that I released.
No, it was no.
Yeah.
I don't know why we didn't take that video serious and them pulling it down. That just says that's super suspect right there.
Yeah, Nasty. What do you think about that, man? They're actually talking about the Bengals losing a draft pick for not putting him on the injury report because it actually is like a fine in the league. So what do you think about that, man? Do you think that this is a weird situation because they obviously wanted to hide it, but it obviously wasn't serious enough in the time to put on the injury report. So then he comes out, he gets hurt, and now it's made a big deal. Do you think that the Bengals should lose a draft pick for this thing? Because that really is what can happen, Nasty.
No. And listen, as a dude that's not even connected to anything in this world, we're just a fucking guy in a sports dungeon with some buddies talking. No one's going to give a fuck what we say, right? I think the NFL is getting super soft. Everything. You can't hit a fucker. You can't do this. You got to put a guy on the injury list. It's becoming, if you watch football when I was growing up, it was a slaughter fest, right? I mean, guys were just getting demolished left and right.
Yep.
And they would still stay and play. Guys were playing with concussions.
Yep.
Those were real dogs. I mean, that's why you get paid millions of dollars. We want to see it. It's like the Roman Empire. We want to see the fucking human challenge the lion and get fucking smurdered, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, dude, Nasty. We saw Patrick Mahomes win a Super Bowl last year on one leg.
Yeah. No, I mean,
literally on one leg. It's like that's why I just don't understand it, man. It's and if we lose a draft pick for this dude, I'll be so fucking pissed, bro.
Yeah, no, it's soft. All right, guys, in the comments, we're going to keep the show going along here in a second. We're going to have some picks. Everyone's going to get a little pick this week, maybe tonight, maybe Saturday if you like something. If you like something on Sunday, I'm all with it. Let's bring on Bryce. Can you pull up my buddy Rainmaker? Guys, for anyone that doesn't know who Rainmaker is, he is my buddy. He's a guy that loves fantasy. He loves sports. And he's also got a little trick in the trade of trying to figure out some player props. Here he is, my boy. How's it going, Jay?
What's up, boys? Good. How you doing, brother?
Good. Just, fuck. I'm licking. Hey, I like that love. I came showing up. No, just licking my wounds from dropping so much money on this unpredictable fucking league. I am a little sad. I was kind of all over Ravens. I made a couple of videos saying Ravens this, and then I started to think like, man, the Bengals need this fucking win. So I switched, and you know what happens when you switch? You get fucking whipped up on. So,
like in your own words, you got caught in the zigzag.
I got caught with my hand in that fucking cookie jar. How's it going?
Listen,
How'd
man,
you do last night?
I took 2 hours to break that fucking game down, and I had it dead to rights. I put together 2 plays on it, alternate prop parlays. And I put the bet in. I'm like, fuck this NBA game. I'm going to go watch this bet come in. I get on the fucking couch. I finally get fucking Amazon Prime to show up on the TV. And I look, and fucking Mark Andrews is laying on the goddamn turf, holding his leg. Everyone's fucking, oh, he's out for the year. 2 yards short of my bet. I'm like, fuck this game. I'm going to go look at the Golden State game later because this is bullshit.
You know what I think they should do? They should do, like, if you have a same game player prop and someone gets hurt, they should just take that leg out and readjust the odds. So at least you have that's the only true fair assessment here, right?
Yeah, a lot of them do that, but they pick and choose when they want to do it.
Yeah,
and they chose not to. I guess they wanted to rape and pillage last night.
No,
so
they did. And just a quick,
I got one thing though.
Yeah.
There was another injury in that game that fucked my other bet. Was the Joe Burrow injury, and that one's bullshit because he did have a brace on his wrist coming into that game. And I understand that maybe he was too close to the game to be official about it, but they got to get that information out to the public because people who are putting their money on bets with Joe Burrow are getting fucked, like unfairly fucked in that scenario. So those bets, I believe, should get reimbursed.
Now, did you see that they posted the video? He was wearing it, and then they deleted the video. You don't think that's fucking weird? I don't know. If it's not a big deal and the NFL isn't rigged and all this other shit, why are they deleting videos of somebody that might be injured?
I don't know if you remember a couple weeks back, I had a fucking 13-leg reduced alternate prop parlay, and 12 of these fucking things came in, and I'm sitting there looking, going, why the fuck is Bijan Robinson got no yards? So I go to the fucking game. I go to Twitter, butt fuck, because he had a migraine headache that nobody fucking talked about. And they decided to not sit him for the fucking game. They let him play, but they didn't play him. And then everyone started making noise on Twitter. So at the end of the game, with 2 minutes left, they gave him 1 carry for 3 fucking yards. And then stole everybody's fucking money. That hasn't gotten to where he's gotten by fucking everybody whenever he gets a chance. And now you got 32 billionaires in bed with 2 billionaire companies, and they're partnered. So you mean to tell me that they can't control the refs, the money, the fucking it's highway robbery. It's just free money for them.
I know you're not. I know you're not preaching to me because I'm fucking telling you right now. I know that shit's happening. I mean,
anybody who fucking listen.
Yeah, listen, and it's just a prime example. A few years back, the Dolphins, was it the Dolphins owner that told Flores, the coach Flores, to tank?
Oh yeah, they do that shit all the time.
Now, listen, I know we are accustomed to using the word fucking tanking, but that's a form of fucking rigging games. I don't know what else you guys want when the head coach doesn't do his best or put the best personnel out on the fucking floor or on the field. That's rigging. That's rigging a fucking system. How are we supposed to be handicappers or making great decisions about what we want to do when they're rigging the game? And I think Jay keeps getting stuck. I think you got that Wi-Fi, the Walmart Wi-Fi going on over there. Hopefully it's yours and not mine. Bryce, is it me or is it? Okay, we lost Jay. Let me get my other boy back up here. Hey,
bud.
Oh, okay.
I think we lost
that's Jay.
him, huh?
Don't worry.
That was Jay. It's not you, Nasty.
Now was that bad Wi-Fi or is the internet
back.
controlling?
He's back.
Is he back? All right.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's
here.
going on.
You know what's weird? Watch, put Jay back up. Jay.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? Anytime we talk bad about the NFL, the Wi-Fi goes out. So I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, they're really onto us, aren't they?
Oh, they're really onto us. Yeah.
Yeah, but
and
no, you're 100% right, dude.
Anybody in the comments that has anything to do with fantasy and you want to ask Jay a question, after he's on the show, he'll jump into the comments and kind of fill you guys out, maybe answer some questions. But if you see anything Bryce or Gutsy that comes through about fantasy, this is the guy that will tell you. Now, one more other thing I'd like to point out. Are you purposely wearing fucking Ohio State shit knowing that I'm wearing my Michigan shit on this show?
No, well, I'm from Ohio. I'm a Ohioan, tried and true, 26 years in the state of the O, and we're gonna fuck you guys up next week.
I don't think so. Listen, why don't you I'll wear my Lions gear and you wear that fucking Chicago Bears shit for this week. How about that?
I'm a Ram. Oh, I do like the Bears.
Yeah, you are a Rams guy. I forgot.
Weirdly so though. I think that one of the rigged games could be the Bears game.
Really? You think the Bears would beat?
No, I think that all the money's going to Detroit money line and the spread. And, you know, the thing about Chicago is that they're a shitty football team record-wise, but they play tough, and their defense has looked a lot better than people want to give them credit for over the last month.
And Fields is coming back. Fields is coming back. And it's a divisional game. It's going to be heated. There's going to be, you know, a lot of shit being said between the two cities this week. I don't know. I think that I would probably lean towards Chicago plus the points and maybe Detroit money line. No. Oh, for sure. I do like Chicago to cover that game. Before we get into all that talk, let's go right into it. Tell me a little bit about some fantasy. Who should we play? Who should we drop? Who should we pick up? You know, all the fantasy shit.
I mean, this part of the season with fantasy football, I can't stand getting on TikTok and seeing starts, sits, and all this bullshit because the league is segmented into players you have to fucking play regardless, so you're going to start them, and players that you have to play that should be sat, but because of your lineups, you have to start them too. So what it really gets down to at this point in the season is how well can you prognosticate the injuries and who's going to play and what that means for this week, and also those fucking low-lying fruit where you know you're going to be in trouble and you need to fucking go on the waiver wire and pick something up. So that's the kind of shit I like to focus on at this point in the season. And so to that effect, there's some news that has come out today. Today's kind of the news day fantasy. What you want to do is you want to keep an eye on today's practice reports because 95% probability if a player doesn't practice today, he probably won't play on Sunday about 95% of the time. So that's a good cue right there. There's some other
now let me ask you something, Jay. Let me ask you something. What's a good website? What's one of your favorite websites to go check like all fan? I know there's a million out there, but what's your personal favorite website?
Yeah, I personally have a subscription to almost every fantasy site out there. So I just go to the ones I paid for already. I use a website called 4 for 4. I use one called Fantasy Points. I use Pro Football Focus. I use most of the stuff to get information and metrics. But you can get good information on fucking Twitter. All you got to do is go on Twitter and put Friday practice reports or Google Friday practice reports and start popping links for free if you want to do it that way.
That's good. That's good. So anyone that's looking for that.
So today's the day that you really want to focus on before you set your lineups because unless something comes up in the walkthrough tomorrow, like if they're not practicing today, you fucking should sit them. I don't care who they are. Unless it's like there's some news floating around that like maybe say DeAndre Hopkins, like a real stud, hasn't practiced all week, but then there's that underlying message that, well, maybe, he doesn't necessarily have to practice this week to play Sunday. I'd keep those guys in my mind still. But for the most part, if they don't practice today, get them out of your fucking lineups and start hitting the waiver wire looking for guys like, let's see, who do we have this week? I mean, it's kind of picked over at this point in the season. But let me see if I got anything for you. Funny story about Brandon Cooks, Nasty. I I told you last week on Tuesday when we lost in your big money league, and I dropped Brandon Cooks because we needed a defense, and he ended up putting up like 20 some points, right? So I went back on the waiver wire and re-picked him up, so he's back on our squad.
All right, well,
but Brandon Cooks would be a good one. Guys like Michael Wilson and Rondale Moore in Arizona, who haven't done shit all year, but they have Kyler Murray now, and so guys like that, their entire season outlook is going to change. I mean, they could end up being Michael Wilson could end up being the Puka Nacua of the final month of the season because he has Kyler Murray. So that's always a dart I like to throw. I see someone in the comments about Pat Freiermuth coming back, and that's true. He would be a good tight end that you could probably pick up and maybe even still pick up off the waiver wire now.
How about Fields? How about Fields?
He won't be on any waiver wires. I mean, that guy's because he was a stud quarterback, so he might come back. And you could have traded for him pretty cheaply the last couple weeks, which I did in one of our leagues. But he won't be on the waiver wire. You're really looking for guys that haven't existed that have a chance to pop, and so that's Michael Wilson, it's Rondale Moore, it's Brandon Samuel in that Giants game, Washington Giants. He has a chance to put up double digits, I think. Brian Robinson is someone to keep an eye on because he's probably I don't think he's on the waiver wires per se, but he's in a lot of lineups and has been sitting. But Antonio Gibson's dealing with injuries. He's missed 2 days of practice this week. Get your Puka Nacuas and your Cooper Kupps, and maybe even if you need a streaming quarterback, a Matt Stafford in, because the Rams are playing the Seahawks and they love to fucking throw gas on that fire. So I like those guys for their upside. If you need a quarterback, you're hurting, and Russell Wilson's out there. I think Russell Wilson could put up 20 points plus. And then anybody in the Philly Kansas City game could go off. I mean, that game's gonna be fun. So that's your segment on that. Some news for fantasy. Mark Andrews is done for the year, so you're not gonna be able to get him now. But hit your waiver wires on Monday, Tuesday, and get Isaiah Likely if you're hurting at tight end, because he has a chance to be. He could be a top 10 tight end. It depends on how they rotate him in and what kind of volume they want to give him, what kind of looks they want to give him. But that guy's extremely talented and can produce on just a few catches. What else? And Dameon Pierce, who I've dropped in 12-team leagues. He's purely droppable. He's probably going to be out this week. So Devin Singletary again with the full workload probably. Right. Keenan Allen is practicing, so he will play. So don't worry about him. The Justin Jefferson and Devon A-Chain news. These are fun, right? These guys go on IR and they get their 21-day window activated, and then you get no information all week, and you're like, oh, is he gonna play? What are we gonna do? You just sit there waiting on pins and needles. Well, I'm pretty sure these two are gonna play, and they'll probably get activated tomorrow. They like to fucking do that stupid strategy where they wait until nobody's looking, then they activate them, and all of a sudden, they're in on Sunday scoring 200 yards and 3 fucking touchdowns. All right. So that's it for fantasy. Oh, one other note. Jaylen Warren was announced the starting running back of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right. That is big news.
Yeah, but don't fall for that bullshit because anyway. And I believe what that really means is that you're going to see Jaylen Warren on the first drive and then Najee Harris on the second. So I don't think anything really changes other than his name is under the lights for a minute. But it's getting cold. It's getting into December. What do you think's going to happen when the snow and ice starts hitting the ground? You think they're going to rely on a 170-pound running back? Or are they going to fucking put in Najee Harris and have him carry him to the promised land or wherever
I think I could see some packages of Najee between the tackles, and they use the other cat in some sweep packages, maybe some screen packages.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be mostly the same as what you've seen. They're gonna split the backfield, but Najee Harris his role I think will increase slightly. I think he'll take maybe 60% of the snaps coming down the stretch here. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Now, let me ask you this: have you started a Twitter account yet? You got to at least start a Twitter account, people.
I do have a Twitter, but I'm not Rainmaker on Twitter.
You gotta get.
I'm only Rainmaker. I'm only Rainmaker in your Discord and right here. And
yeah,
so
guys. And if you want to find Jay and you want all his information, he puts out tons of information. Bryce, I don't know if you could put up my Discord right here, right there, guys. Go click on that. Jay is behind. He does a lot of free stuff, but he is behind a paywall. He's only $10 a month also. But if you want to see all his adjusted props, and you do still put out a list of the player props that hit at like 80, 90%, right?
90% is the metric. I've done some tests and I've been running some probability outcome type shit. And when you could provide a list that hits at 90%, it's about a 30% win rate higher than if you could provide a list that hits at 80%. And the reason I say this whole list thing, it's because I go through every slate, through every player, through every lineup, and I sort out and I find players that hit certain metrics at a high rate. So once I lock in on the metric and I lock in on the hit rate and they make the list, I put it on an overall list for the entire week. And then I chart at the end of the week how many of those hit and how many of those miss. And over 3 years, 85% is the average hit rate of these plays, right? Or maybe closer to 82. But anyway, that's so I'm trying to get it to 90.
So if someone gets a hold of that list and they know how to read the storyline of a game, it's pretty easy to put in what's the average amount of legs you have to put to like hit like just even money? 3 or 4?
Every bet that I make is 3 to 4 legs, and I'd love to get it to 3, and sometimes I fail at your logic where you're like, give up the juice sometimes, make the money, and I'm like, well, let me just put this 4th fucking leg in there, and you don't even really believe in it, you just throw it in because it came off the list, and maybe that's the one that fucking kills you.
Yeah.
But the story of the game that I play is take that fucking list, pick 3 or 4 things off of it without picking the one loser, and you got yourself a winning bet. And it's been tremendous for me over a 3-year span. And so that's what I provide. And the $10 a month gets you all the research that churns out that list. Now, a lot of people don't know what to fucking do for that. So they're just like, just show me your play. Just give me the bets, right? So I do that too. But like, the truth is, you might be able to pick this list better than I can or have a better read on it than I do. So
no, for sure.
What you really want to do is look at the list and make some calls and maybe put a sprinkle on what I'm doing. But like, you don't want to ride off of what I'm doing. If you could help it, you could use this list to better yourself.
Yeah. So today you're going to have a list probably for like the NBA, right?
Oh, today's a good day for NBA. I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
Can I talk
now,
one
what
second?
I want you to do is send me the list today. Just send me the list, and I'm going to send it out to all my social sites so that people see what the hell you do. And then maybe they can see what, you don't have to send me your play, but just send me the list when you get it together.
Here's the biggest issue I have. I don't have this issue when I'm not behind the paywall posting for people before the game. But this issue exists because it's a time crunch. Because what you need to know to make these lists is you need to know the starting lineup, and you need to know what the lines are, right? Because otherwise you can't pick the metrics, and I'll scrap a game if the lineup's fucked up. So but that shit doesn't happen until 2 hours before the game. So I'm sitting, and it takes a good 45 minutes of pure focus and time to like put one game together. So when they're grouping 4, like tonight, there's 4 games at 6:00, and they won't launch the lines till 4. I'm gonna be sitting there till fucking 5:45, like regurgitating all the information to get the list to populate, and then I got to put it in Excel so that it's legible. Maybe if I could just, as the lists come up, I could snap photo shots of the handwritten ones, and you could run with that somehow.
Yeah, we got to figure out. I don't know. That'd be good.
it's a problem I have with the guys in the room because they want the information earlier, which I would love to give them. But it's a time thing, and not to mention none of this shit's automated. I have to fucking hand grab everything I'm doing, and so it actually it could be a lot easier and smoother and more productive for everybody if I find a way to automate this. But at this point, I don't have that, so we're just gonna do what we can do.
Yeah, no, that's good. Now, Jay, before I let you go and I put you back out into the world, tell me, if I was holding you over a cliff, give me one play. I don't care if it's tonight, Saturday, or Sunday. One play, one pick that the viewers, everyone here can say, hey, fuck it, I'm going to drop. You've been pretty good at this. I mean, every time I ask you, I think you've been hitting them. So what's one play in the next 3 days?
The last thing I prognosticated on this live stream is the Cleveland Browns need to be in your Super Bowl bubble. Well, we all saw what happened the next fucking day, right? Well, they got Joe Flacco in the building this week, so I could see here's a narrative for you. Joe Flacco takes the Art Modell Browns exile to the real fucking Lake Erie and takes the Cleveland Browns to the promised land after about 5 years in exile from fucking Baltimore.
Wait a minute. The rookie isn't starting this week?
He's starting this week.
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I like the rookie. I like him.
Flacco's he ain't going to no Super Bowl.
Who, the rookie?
Yeah.
I like this rookie. I'm telling you, he's going to be dangerous. But what's your one pick? I got to get the one pick.
Here's my point. I picked Cleveland to win again versus Pittsburgh on Tuesday. I'm going to fucking stick with that.
Yeah.
I think the Browns terrorize the Steelers at home and get to that 7-3 and tied for first in the division. I just think it happens regardless of who's quarterbacking, and that's the pick that I'm going with.
Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing before I let you go, and I appreciate you coming on and jump into the comment section after I let you go. Maybe some people have some questions, but I'm fucking hammering. I might drop 10K on the Browns this week. That's my favorite bet. And I like them even more so with the rookie than Watson. Take that.
Yeah. No way.
No, I do.
How that?
Watch this rookie. I promise you. This rookie, if he doesn't drop over 250 yards passing, 2 or 3 touchdowns, he's going to rush for 40. Wow. I think this is a big fucking day for this kid. He shit the bed with the Ravens. He's coming back. This kid is good. I like him.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll take it. I was thinking get Joe Flacco in their stat, but
dude, if Joe Flacco,
right, let's see what Joe Flacco should not even be.
Joe Flacco should not even be in the conversation of anyone's team. They need to. I don't even want to see that guy ever again.
It's better than RG3.
Yeah, no, RG3 I don't want to see either. But I appreciate you, Jay. We'll see you next Tuesday, right? Tuesday, right?
Brother. Tuesday, yeah. You guys have a great weekend. You guys, good luck on your bets. And if you want the list, get over to the Discord and join the group.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you, Jay. Everyone, Rainmaker, part of the team, part of the squad, part of Nasty Nation. Remember, if I bring on an expert, anyone, golf, tennis, whatever we do, cockroach fighting, and it comes and he gives us a pick, we're running with it. What do we got? Who else I got in here? Where did everyone go? All right, there's Gutsy. He got the pony hat on. Where did my other buddy go? He take off? Oh, there he is, hiding in the corner like a true fucking Cincinnati fan that you are, right? Get him on the mic. Let's see that Cincinnati face.
We're here. Well, that's on me again. I'll take the blame for that. Listen.
Yeah, I mean, producer.
I do want to tell you right now, Nasty, because you probably don't know this yet. It was just announced. Joe Burrow is out for the season.
He's what?
Out for the season.
Right here.
Okay, can we zoom into him? There we go. Yeah, you look like a fucking South Park character. That's what every Cincinnati fan for my whole life has always looked. Now, let me tell you something. I want to tell Lloyd something because now I'm aggressive and I'm mad because what I just noticed is that Lloyd, do you know this? Do you know what my very first bet I ever lost in my life was?
No, I can't wait to hear this.
I was in 3rd grade. Okay, listen. Third grade. Listen, you probably never heard this story. I was in 3rd grade. I stole $20 from my mom's purse, and this woman was working in a factory at $3.50 an hour, okay?
Wow.
This is third grade.
Shout out Mama Nasty.
Third grade puts me in like 1989, 87. I'll tell you the game. A kid came to me and he was like, listen, he tells me, he's like, I'll bet you, he was the school bully. I'll bet you he was on the 49ers on the Super Bowl. I took the Cincinnati Bengals with Ickey Woods, Boomer Esiason, and we fucking lost that game 17.
We lost.
Do you know that? Do you know you weren't even born yet?
No, I wasn't, but as a Bengal, I do know the history.
Okay.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
Ickey Woods and the boys cost me fucking $20. And here again, sitting in a fucking sports bar, 50,000 years later, they cost me money again. I'm done with the Bengals. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm wiping my fucking hands with them. That's it.
Well, let's Zach Taylor is actually doing his press conference right now. He just announced it pretty much. And let me ask you this, Nasty. Is it worth the Bengals like going and getting somebody else or no?
I mean, their defense sucks. Let's put it that way. They don't have a Super Bowl defense.
Not very good.
They don't have a Super Bowl defense. No. The Ravens took control over that division. What are they going to do? They're 5-5 now. What are they going to do?
Yep.
They're going to
5-5, 0-3 in the division.
And here's the thing. Quarterback, there's 8.2 billion people on the earth. There's 32 teams. That means there's 32 starting quarterbacks. Who are you going to go get? Who are you going to go get? Like, who's going to save the season?
I would love Gardner Minshew, bro.
RG3.
RG3. He looks like the Terminator. He's like, he got so many fucking knee braces. He's not going to come out and save the day. It's not. He's not mobile anymore.
I'll say this. RG3 is not the answer.
No, God, no.
And neither is Colin Kaepernick, so I don't want to be hearing that in the chat.
Ooh, the astronaut.
All right, guys.
The astronaut to Cincy?
Let's keep this moving. Let me. Where's Bryce at? Bryce, let's start between me, Gutsy, and my son Lloyd here. Pull up some pictures, and I want your guys' thoughts on this right away. Everyone in the comments, when these pictures first pop up, I want everyone in the comments to tell me what's the first sentence that comes to mind, and we're going to roll with it. Go ahead. Bryce, shoot the first one. Bam! Look at that. Who in the fuck is that? Huh?
That's Uncle Nasty. That's Uncle Nasty.
If any, look at that. Look at that fucking face. Doesn't that look like, do you see the jersey I'm wearing?
That's an Eagles jersey, I believe.
I told you guys, I was born into this shit. Gutsy, what's your thought on this?
He did say that shit the other day.
My baby picture wearing a Dolphins jersey, and I look a lot cuter, but you don't look too bad.
But tell me, my allegiance to the Eagles, look how deep that goes. I'm probably like one there.
My allegiance to the Eagles.
I'll find mine. I'll find mine.
Okay. All right. Everyone in the comments, look at that guy. I look like fucking Chucky. Look at that. Chucky the doll right there.
Chucky the doll. Wow. What a snag.
All right, Bryce, give me number 2. Right there. Is this a true statement or not?
No.
What? Put him back on.
No.
Let me see his face. Where's his face? There it is.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, tell me which one's wrong, Gutsy.
LeBron's the GOAT. Floyd Mayweather's the GOAT. People's champ. Yeah, I mean, I guess Kobe. I don't know who I would
look at me. Look at me. Did you say LeBron James is the champ? Is the fucking GOAT?
No, we're gonna do this right now.
The NBA GOAT.
This is the most. I didn't know.
The NBA.
I thought you were actually a very intelligent, smart, life smart type of dude. This is just showing me. This is showing me a new side to you.
And listen, Nasty, I'm from Chicago, and I went to sports media school in Chicago. So imagine the debates I have been in over my lifetime.
The GOAT. Do you realize this man's been to 9 championships, only won 3, and the only reason I'll give him 1 when he did it with Cleveland. Everyone else, they're lucky to have those other 2. Do you understand that?
I'll just counter that with Michael Jordan is 1-9 in playoff games without Scottie Pippen.
Okay, that's the angle you're taking. All right, everyone in the comments, let me know what you guys think about this. Next picture, Bryce. Let's get this off before this is disgusting. Right here. What the fuck? Why weren't we, when Gutsy told us about this picture that they deleted, right? Yeah. They deleted the video. Why didn't we take this more serious?
Yeah, we should have. I 100% agree. We should have taken this and looked into this a little bit more because we were obviously hiding this from the public, and I
Oh, yeah.
don't know why. I don't know when this video went up. I don't know who took it down. I don't know when it was taken down. And again, as a Bengals fan, I didn't even look that much into it. I really didn't care. I was like, okay, well, he's going to play. So he's obviously not hurt that bad. And then now my quarterback is dead. He's actually dead. My quarterback died.
And in defense of Gutsy did try to tell us that this happened.
No,
he
I'm
warned
not
us.
giving Gutsy any credit for this. I'm not going to give you my credit. I'm not giving you any credit for this. I can't physically do that because at the end of the day, you still liked the Bengals yesterday. Your first initial thought was the Bengals.
And then I said what?
Did you guys? I think he had a Ravens ticket. Is he holding Ravens tickets?
Now we talked about
Listen. If we run the tapes back, we can remember that I said this. I can say exactly what I remember. Exactly what I said yesterday. I looked right at you and I go. I liked the Bengals. Blah 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 blah. Until I saw that video and found that video and got the picture of him wearing the brace. Give me the Ravens. That's what I said. That's what I did, and it was because of the injury. You guys just
wait a minute.
You to the side.
You told us you were taking the Ravens.
I said I was taking the Ravens because of the video that I posted.
He did not say that. You did not say that on the show.
Run the tape back.
And again,
Lloyd, we were calling him out loud. We were calling him out yesterday.
And again,
Sharp Time, help me out here.
This is a situation where Nasty, we didn't get to see any tickets. I didn't get to see any tickets. I think he was hiding last night.
But he was acting. Do you see the Gutsy we have on today? He's animated. He's laughing.
Oh yeah.
Now, yesterday he was sweating. He was sitting. Yeah. All right, Bryce, give me the next picture, please. Right there. What the fuck? How does a 40-year-old man have one of the worst NFL injuries you could have, and now he's thinking he's coming back in December? Was this a fake injury for the NFL so that he could come back and be a hero? Or do you think this is possible?
This is possible.
Everyone in the comments. Let me know too in the comments.
Aaron Rodgers will do anything in his power to get back on the field, and if that includes, taking however many shots of ayahuasca to get him back out on the field, I think he's going to do that. So he obviously takes a bunch of drugs, and he's going to get back on the field. So good job for Aaron Rodgers.
All right, Gutsy, you got anything on this?
Aaron Rodgers might be an alien.
That's where we're going. All right, Bryce, let's keep it going. We don't know what the hell he's talking about. Next picture. Should we even dabble in this? Now in the Special Olympics, you could bet on the Special Olympics. Should as a degenerate, in the comments especially, is this going too far where they're allowing Special Olympic betting?
No, Nasty. This is a awful idea. This is so bad for everybody involved. I didn't know this was a thing till just now. My initial reaction is no. Do not bet on this.
I cuss out.
Save yourself the money and the ability to be canceled, and do not bet on the Special Olympics. But we love all of you out there, but just don't do that.
Yeah. Gutsy?
I'm with Bass Sports. I'm with Rainmaker. Let's bet on them to fucking on the wheel races.
I could imagine myself. I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth when my leg is losing.
That's a good point. That's a fair point.
What was the point?
Just think about the things that I yell at, just like a college kid when or when we're watching college basketball.
Yeah, when we just scream at kids.
What are we going to yell at these handicapped people that are rolling around playing basketball?
Oh, roll faster. Fucking roll faster. That's what I would say. No, I'm kidding. I'm not.
Roll faster. Be stronger.
Roll faster. What? I mean, do that. Like, let's get going.
Okay. Before we get in trouble, let's go to the next slide, please.
Get canceled. We're gonna be canceled.
Is this a true statement? Is this what we kind of categorize Thursday night, all primetime games? Would we equate this to that?
Yeah, I sure would. What is that? Monday night. I can't see the Monday Night Football. She's a baddie. No.
Yeah.
Sunday Night Football. See, I'm a blonde. I love me some blondes. So I'm gonna rock with the blondes. Sunday Night Football is the best football. I do agree with that. So I'm gonna go Thursday night is shit always. It was last night. Ruined my season. Sunday Night Football. She's hot. She deserves to be there. And Monday Night Football is second place.
You guys aren't digging deep enough into this.
Tell me, Guts. Tell me.
You don't remember Monday Night Football for at least a couple of weeks, and I think in the next couple seasons we're going to see it more. You're going to get the double headers
On Monday night?
on Monday night.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
I hate that idea. I really don't like that, Nasty. You like that?
What? Yeah. Give me football. I like football at all, but I don't like them to run on each other. Give me an early game and give me a late game.
See, no, I agree with that. No, I agree with that 100%.
No. We need a game that starts when the first game's in halftime. And that's what they were doing. That's what they were trying to do. That's the best.
So as the first game's in halftime, the second game starts.
Yes,
okay.
that's what they need to keep doing, because I'm okay with there being two games on at the same time. Like, we're getting a second half on as like the second quarter, and then basically the end of that game is going to be when the other game is going into halftime.
Yes.
I mean, I know if you don't have two, but if you don't have two TVs, and then who are you?
You're not a real degenerate.
Then who are you?
You're
right?
You're not
So
an actual
you got to have at
degenerate.
least two TVs. So I like it, but all I'm saying is I'm getting two girls. You guys only get one.
Okay.
Well,
I'm down.
Obviously, Gutsy's a threesome kind of guy. I didn't know that.
I'm just pointing it out.
Well, I mean, Nasty. I didn't know. I wasn't aware until today. Like,
Bryce.
Smorgasbord.
He's a threesome guy.
Bryce, throw it to me. Do I got more pictures? I don't know if I got more. Oh, look at Davis. Hey, guys, what the fuck is going on with if you're a billionaire, which haircut do you prefer?
I prefer neither.
He has to have something. What do you guys want him?
Bald.
I mean, Nasty. The one on the left is so bad. That's
I
not
don't
even
know.
dude. That should be illegal to have that haircut.
Here's the thing: if you're a billionaire, shouldn't you have options in life, like to get some crazy shit done?
Yeah, that's a great point, Nasty. Go get implants, bro. You're a billionaire.
This one that he does right here, that's his current one. I don't know what the fuck is going on right there.
No, this is his current one, isn't it?
Oh, is it? He's bald now?
No, he has hair.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the hair on the left, bro. He has that. It's a little bit of hair on the top, bro.
No, it's like a bowl cut. It's like the same type of thing.
Listen, next week, so everyone knows, I'm calling the Raiders facility. I'm going to demand I talk to Davis, right? The ownership, Davis. And we're going to ask whoever answers the phone, what the fuck's up with the haircut? You guys want to hear that? I'm going to do that live on this show. All right.
No,
do I have another picture? Bryce, right there. What is going on with this? Is this fucking stupid, or what are we doing with this, guys?
Dude, Nasty, they're dating, bro. They're dating. She ran off stage.
That's
she
true
jumped
love.
into his arms, bro. They're in love. She is head over heels. He is now Karma. Karma's the guy on the Chiefs. That's what they're saying.
What?
Straight home to me.
Like,
What's the over/under of how long they last? What do we got here? A year?
Like this is true love at its finest. They're getting married and dying together.
I can't stand it. I hate it. And now I hate that she's I hate that she's up there in the press box with not press box, the little viewer VIP box with the other fucking Yahoo's wife. I can't stand it.
Brittany Mahomes.
Brittany Mahomes. Brittany. That's another Brittany in the Brittany family of Brittany's.
Yeah. Bryce, do I got another picture? I don't remember if I have more pictures. I might.
I think that was it, actually.
Is that it? Okay. Maybe that's it.
The last one.
Okay, it looks like that's it. All right, that's fine. All right, guys, before we conclude Friday, let me know right away. Everyone, because I want to read the comments. Tell me one game, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, of what you love. Just one game. I don't care what it is, and it's got to go against the spread. And if it's a money line, it has to be -3 on down to the money line. I'm going to put Gutsy on the horn first, since you like to keep tickets in the back pocket. Let's hear from you. Pull him up. So pull him up. Can we pull him up so I can see it? There he is.
Hey, listen. I don't keep tickets in the back pocket. I slap them right on the
just
table.
go. Just get to the
Here's
pick,
what I'm
buddy.
betting tonight.
Get to the
That's
pick.
not true.
That's what
not
I do.
true.
That's what
Fake
I do.
news.
I
Fake news.
slap tickets down and I say, "This is what I'm betting this weekend."
Fake news.
Okay. Well, not fake news, but so you just want one of my picks from this weekend? You're saying
One solid pick that everyone could ride.
one solid pick that everyone can ride. Honestly, haven't bet it yet, but the Dolphins are going to win by 30.
You're going to take the spread.
You're gonna see the Dolphins spread.
Yeah, Dolphins are going to win by 30.
Dolphins are going by 30. Wow.
Now be aware of this, Lloyd. I don't know if you saw the last video, but this motherfucker told me to leave the points at the door, that they were going to beat the brakes off of fucking Kansas City.
Yeah.
And I lost tons and tons of – I liked them too, so I'm not going to blame it all on Gutsy. But he told me leave the points at the door, and that was an embarrassment game in Germany. So I don't know what else to say, but I am going to take the Dolphins with you.
Taking the Dolphins. My pick of the week. You know what, man? This is tough for me to do, but I think I'm going to take the Eagles money line at plus 125 against Kansas City on the road on Monday night.
I do too. I like that too. I like that
dude,
too.
The
Lloyd.
Eagles is something like they're just a better football team than the Chiefs. I mean, all over. I mean, defensively, offensively, and that's a really big game. It's a big time revenge spot from last year. They're going to want to win that game really bad. I think the Eagles probably pull that one out.
I do like that. I'm not going to touch it until Monday night just because I want to see how the flow of Sunday goes, see who's winning, who's losing.
Yeah.
You know, it might put me in a different perspective. But I do like it, though. I like both picks so far. Guys, everyone in the comments, I'm riding with fucking Cleveland Browns, and I love, and I truly mean this with all my heart, I love that the rookie's in better than Watson. I'm happy, actually, because the line now moved to almost a pick 'em. And I think I'm going to drop mad cash on this, and I think this kid goes the fuck off, dude. I truly believe it.
Yeah. No, he has capability. This kid's a stud, man. DTR, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, kid's a
the
monster,
UCLA
dude.
Kid, man. I mean, I don't know if anyone got to see him in the preseason, but the kid was handling his business.
He really was.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Yeah, he was unbelievable at UCLA too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank everybody for coming. My host, Lloyd, my son,
Yes, sir.
Gutsy, Mr. Back Pocket Ticket Guy.
That's right. Ravens minus 4.5 back pocket.
We got to come up with a nickname until I want to see, because I always ride with Gutsy. I got to see, somehow we got to validate when he comes with us that I got to start seeing some ticket proof for a while.
Oh, wow. Asking for some tickets, huh?
Yeah.
I mean,
we got to start seeing tickets.
At no point when you act so sus, somebody's going to ask. I mean,
yeah. I want everyone to go rewatch last night's video and Gutsy's mannerisms compared to now. It is very sus. Yeah, there it is. Rewind. Yeah. But anyway, guys, I appreciate everybody. Make sure you tune in Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Guys, I think I'm going to get Butterbean on by tomorrow, by this week. I have some other guests coming on. We have Matty Betts probably coming on next week. I'm going to try to get my boy Sharp Dimes. We always have to hear this Brooklyn accent guy. Them kids from Brooklyn, they're different. They hit different. And if you want all my picks and plays, guys, right there, the link's in the bio. It's $10 a month. I always say I'm cheaper than Netflix. And I mean, there's great value. You get Lloyd's picks, Gutsy's picks, and you get to surf around and see what you like. But anyway, I appreciate everybody. Guys, thank you for being on